Uber, the ride-sharing app I'm sure we've all used at least once in our life. Maybe we're out of town, needed a ride from the hotel, the airport, or sometimes your car is just being repaired. Sometimes you just want Uber Eats food at 2 a.m., later sipping on your large Baja Blast while you play Call of Duty and listen to 3 Day Grace. Or if you were me a few days ago, you were on your graveyard shift at 2 a.m. after being awake since 7 a.m. and just wanting a 2 sugar-free Red Bull and 3 taquitos because you're peckish. Now, Joanne, of course, what's the issue? I'm sure your order was fulfilled just as any other order in the past years you've used Uber Eats. I had an experience so frustrating that it uncovered a huge loophole and glaring issue with Uber's customer service branch. And while I don't feel like making a 15 to 30 minute video about every issue Uber has and reading every sentence in their terms of service, there are quite a few issues that are even mainstream information, such as how drivers are technically not employed for Uber. Uber maintains that drivers have considerable control over their work hours and location, using their vehicles to provide services through the Uber platform. As a result, drivers are generally regarded as independent contractors rather than employees under the current legal classification, which means they are not entitled to the same employment benefits and protections as traditional employees. Anyway, continuing with my story, I placed an order and this guy, let's just call him Driver A because even saying his name pisses me off. So Driver A gets to the store, right? He messages me that they don't have the food for another 2 hours, but they do have the drinks. So of course I just say, it's okay, I'll just take the drinks. He says okay, I close the app and resume my work because I'm on my shift. And I open the app thinking I see a message from the driver being on their way, but now surprisingly, there's a new driver assigned who's on his way to the same store. I'm very confused, but don't question it until Driver B messages me saying that the store is refusing to give him the order because someone else already picked it up. And at first I'm like, oh man, that sucks, but it should be an easy fix. I'll just report Driver A for taking the item. The store will give them again and everyone's happy. If only it was that easy. I, of course, am aware of being fucked over by the disappearing chats with drivers, which I do not understand why. So I screenshotted most of the interactions, if not all. So let's dissect everything that fucking pissed me off. Alright, so welcome to the section I call Reading with Joanne, of course, because that is what this is. Of course. So starting off with the easy part, here's just me talking to the first driver, just showing I still wanted my fucking drinks. And this is the second driver. They were very nice about it, considering the time and the situation, so only love to them. And now, this is support. This is when it gets frustrating, and I'm showing this fucker's name because if I screwed up at work, they're going to mention me by name in the review, so I'm just doing my part. So it cut off what I said at the bottom, but I was just explaining the situation. You all know the drill. And I think I forgot to capture the text between the last and this one, but at this point they had told me I needed to wait until after the quote expected drop-off time, but I explained it's going to keep getting pushed back because they can't give the items, i.e. there won't be an accurate drop-off time. Now, stay with me because I know it's fucking confusing. Now they're telling me to cancel the order, but I'm going to be charged instead of the fat-ass driver who took my fucking drinks. I'm literally fat, so I can say it anyway, so shut the fuck up. Anyway, I didn't want to cancel. They expected me to leave the app running for God knows how long, getting new drivers constantly, pissing off every single one of them just because one fucker wanted free Red Bull. So I obviously brought this up, the loophole of the time delivery rule and the driver's issues. And yes, here I am being fucking nitpicky, but I hate that they keep addressing me by my name because I can just tell it's patronizing. Like, I don't know, I can feel it. I can feel the hatred. So they bring up the time thing again. Like, I'm not stupid. I understand you. I just choose not to accept it. And here I send the messages from the two drivers hoping it'll help them understand the issue better, but they did not respond for 30 minutes. Yeah. Here they tell me to just wait again, and I'm fed up, and also this is a fucking lie because afterwards it didn't let me rate any of the drivers nor the customer service rep, so fuck you. I explained everything again, and they say since it's ongoing, the only solution they can give me is to end the order and cancel and just be charged. I continue standing my ground because duh. And at this point, they don't even care about spell checking their words. Like, dude, this is your job. Straighten up. It's pissing me off because they know already I will not receive my order because my first estimated time of arrival was 3:44 a.m. and then it was 3:55 and now it's 4:10. I placed the order around 2:50. Like, bro, come on. This is now just me going over the third driver and I wasn't even done talking nor typing and they entered the chat like, hello? They didn't even bother with, is there anything else I can help you with? Or is there anything I could do for you? Or nothing. I know, at least for me, if I can't help someone on something, I will offer help with something else, even if I don't want to because it's called fucking customer service. Here I start the conversation again, hoping to get another representative who will actually do their job. And when you fucking look at that, it's the same fucker again. I guess he's the only motherfucker that shifts on this part of the planet, for fuck's sake. And I'm officially done with this fucker. And just ask for an email or number and they say they don't have an email. I'm in this fucking leaf because I remember putting down my phone and saying they're lying to me. They're fucking lying to me. Until I searched it up and it's fucking true. How can Uber as a company not comply to the simplest need for any business, which is a reliable way to communicate to them if there are any issues with the services? It's crazy to me. It seems like borderline negligent. And when I asked for the number, they didn't even say they didn't have one, but just ignored it and said, oh, well, actually now your order's late. Yeah, no shit, it's been an hour, dumbass. And of course I got my fucking refund. So word of advice, just skip Uber Eats and do it yourself. I've always been a fiend for like Uber, and even with the charges up the ass, I didn't care. But now I have no reason to use them if when I do have an issue, they fight tooth and nail to fuck me over. Anyway, that was my issue with Uber, so go check out my last video where I mentioned gooners and desensitization. 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 The D word.
Bye-bye, see you soon.
Cats on my bed, but I want a goon. Ripped to that man, gone too soon. He just want a coffee, no pantaloon. She just got an ass, big titties too. I know you're sleeping on me, what could it be? Not the fact that I'm hard, I be packing heat. And now I got him stunned, what could it be? Rolling on the block like, bitch, you know me. Nah, I'm just gonna leave it like that because I'm gonna melt your whole screen. Like this is just way too much fire. Like if it was a whole track, I mean the world would explode. But you know what? It's okay. I was gonna save this for the 10 sub special, but take it at fucking 9, bitch.